Today we're going to be talking about the books on my TBR that I think could be 5-star predictions. I am expecting Soft Spots by Leila Renee to fill a luster-sized hole in my heart. Maybe that's not fair to put all of that on this book and on this author, but I just feel like this is gonna do it. This follows Robin, who moves to South Bend, Indiana to become a teacher at a dysfunctional high school. While there, she meets this woman named Naomi, who Robin feels like is perfect, and she kind of develops this creepy, obsessive desire to become her friend. In moving to this new state and new city, she's also escaping her old life, which includes her abusive parents. So it's very important to her in this kind of state of her life to obsess over these two new goals: to become the best teacher at this dysfunctional high school and also to make Naomi like her. The story is filled with bad decisions, self-sabotage, family estrangement. Not exactly what Raven Leilani was giving us with Luster, but I think that it hits a lot of the same marks. My next 5-star prediction is A Beast Slinks Towards Beijing by Alice Evelyn Yang. On Keon's 14th birthday, her dad got up, walked out the door, and disappeared without a trace. 11 years later, after she's moved out and moved on, she gets a call that an old man is standing at the porch of her childhood home asking for her. While wrestling to figure out what she even owes this man, literally a stranger to her at this point, he begins to tell her stories of his past. His days in the Red Guard under the Cultural Revolution, his mother's youth under Japanese occupation, and a harrowing prophecy that he came to deliver. These family stories are much darker than Keon's ever could have imagined, and they leave her plagued with nightmares and strange visions. This is Rabbit Fox Tar by P.C Verrone, and I swear, not just because of its name, but the reason that I think that this could be a 5-star read for me is because I think that it's going to tap into the same thing that Boy Snowbird by Helen Oyeyemi was giving. And the main reason why is that both of these stories are told kind of in the way of a fable or a fairy tale. This follows a main character named Baby, who is a mysterious young black woman who moves into this small town called Original Hill. The second that she moves into town, everyone is talking about her. 1, because she just seems mysterious and cool, but 2, because it's not very common to see black people in this town. From skimming early reviews, it seems that this story is going to talk of politics, race, gentrification, and really kind of circle in on the question of what is the soul of a city. My next 5-star prediction is Young Mungo by Douglas Stewart. I admittedly don't know too much about this because I feel like with this being just kind of like a tender love story in a way and coming of age story, that it would be really easy for something to get spoiled. I feel like with the other stories there was like a specific plot that the description wants you to know, but with this one I feel like the relationship and the kind of interior motives behind both characters that I'll talk about in a second are what the book is mostly about. So I feel like looking too much into it or like even skimming reviews, like I don't want to spoil anything. So here's what I've kind of gathered from it, from the description, and I just feel like it's going to hit really hard for me. If I could also make a crying prediction, this would be the one that I think will make me cry. This story takes place in 1980s Glasgow, Scotland, and it follows 2 young boys, one a Protestant, one a Catholic. It navigates poverty, family dysfunction, toxic masculinity, all while these 2 characters are exploring a very dangerous romance. Almost anything queer makes me cry, so I just know that the feels are going to be feeling, and it seems like it's really lyrical and beautifully written, so that's why I think that it could be a 5-star prediction. My last 5-star prediction is Doe by Rebecca Barrow. Doe is a 5-star prediction because I have learned that YA horror is really good. Aside from YA that I might read for nostalgia reasons, there's not many new YA books that I like reach for, but for some reason YA horror consistently has been hitting for me. And I need people to take a moment and just give it a try, because if you read horror books, you might think, oh no, YA horror, like it can't be that scary or it can't be that intense or that good. And I promise you it is. Like, just give it a try. Doe follows Maris, who is the captain of her high school cheer team. In her day-to-day life, Maris is very depressed, dysfunctional family, feels like she doesn't have a bright future ahead of her, but she feels dominant on the cheer mat or on the field or wherever she's cheering. But when a new girl joins the team, Maris is very threatened. Maris becomes very determined to take her down, and by way of sleepwalking, she gets the opportunity to do so. Maris is visited by this monstrous, decaying beast in the shape of a deer. Maris has the power to unleash Doe, but the thing is, Maris doesn't even know that Doe is real because she's been seeing her sleepwalking and in her dreams. So those are the 5 books that I think will be 5-star reads for me. Let me know in the comments what you think will be a 5-star prediction for you. I'm so excited to read these books and see if I'm right, and also low-key kind of excited to cry for young Mungo. I don't know, maybe I'm like a masochist or a sadist. I don't remember which one is which, but sometimes you just need a good cry.